This video will show 4 important steps for investigating the paper airplane problem. First, develop a formula that gives the accuracy or the error of each throw. Second, plot graphs to sort out the variability across planes and across pilots. Third, develop a formula that gives the winner of each round of tosses. Fourth, create a history table to record the winner for a large number of rounds of tosses. Step 1. Begin by opening the Show Formulas row in the table. Then, define a rule that gives distance errors, similar to the angle errors that are given. Then, to get a measure of overall accuracy, define total error to be the sum of angle error plus distance error. Notice that, in this case, the angle measures involve numbers that are approximately the same size as those for the distance errors. So, even if you calculate an overall error by simply adding these two factors, without doing any weighting, they will contribute approximately the same to the value of the overall error. Step 2. Plot graphs that show flight accuracy for planes and for pilots. Now, drag plane onto the vertical axis of the left graph, and drag pilot onto the vertical axis of the right graph. Then, change the horizontal bin sizes on the two graphs. And, stack the data, and record the mean value on each plane. The left graph shows that Y had the least average error. And, it also shows that plane Y had the least variability from one flight to another. Finally, in the left graph, the different colors stand for different pilots. So, differences in planes doesn't seem to be simply the result of differences in pilots. This means that plane Y appears to be the most accurate plane, without needing to worry about influences due to differences among pilots. Similarly, the right graph shows that pilot B had the least average error. And, the variability seems to be approximately the same for all three pilots. Finally, if you click on planes in the table, then the different colors in the graphs will stand for different planes, and the errors from different pilots appear to be fairly evenly distributed across the scores for each plane. So, pilot B appears to be the most accurate pilot, without needing to worry about influences due to differences among pilots. Step 3. To make a rule so that Tinker plots can pick winners for each round of plane flights, you can use the history function in each graph. Here's how this can be done so that Tinker plots can pick the winning planes. Click the history button in the left graphs, and notice that the information you select will be saved in a new history table. In fact, if you want to take into account the amount of spread, in addition to the average amount of error, then you can first measure the spread, and then you can save this information so that your definition of accuracy can include information about both spread and average error. So here, we are measuring the distance from one center to one data point. Then, we are asking Tinkerplots to repeat a similar measurement for each of the other data points. And finally, we are adding these measurements to the history table. But, for our purposes here, we'll ignore information about spread and use the definition of accuracy that only involves minimizing average error. Now, we are ready to define a rule for giving the winner for each round of plane flights. To make this rule easier to read, it's useful to begin by shortening the long names for the columns on the left side of the history table. So, in the table shown here, the second 4 columns contain data that is identical to the first 4 columns, but now, the names of the column are simply W, X, Y, and Z. Now, we're ready to give Tinkerplots a rule for choosing a winner. And, to keep things simple, the rule we'll use will simply choose the winning plane to be the one with the least overall error. This series of if functions will accomplish this purpose. To see how this rule works, let's ask Tinkerplots to repeat the plane throwing activity 9 more times, and to record the winner of each round. Now, let's graph the results and ask Tinkerplots to collect 90 more samples to see how our rule works for a large sample. Clearly, a pattern is starting to emerge about which plane is really the most accurate. And a similar simulation could be run to determine which pilot is most accurate. Furthermore, we can begin to respond wisely to questions like the following. What is the probability that Yo Mama will win the next paper airplane contest? What is the probability that Pilot B will win the next paper airplane contest? And so on.